Et avec beaucoup de plaisir, on va retrouver certainement l'une des étoiles du match de ce soir, même s'il n'en a pas obtenu officiellement. C'est Jakub Dobeš qui est avec nous. Jakub, thank you so much for being with us once again tonight. And we all agree here on the in the studio that you would have deserved a star. So we will give you our own star tonight because we feel that you made the difference to allow the team to hope to win that game. So it's not officially a loss in the loss column. It's going to be a loss in tie-breaking. How do you feel globally for you personally and the way you performed again tonight at the Bell Center?
I wasn't really happy with my first period. I didn't like the compete level on the first one, and on the second one I didn't really like the body language, after a goal. So after the first period, I kind of told myself that I need to get going, and I'm proud that we battled back, and I had a pretty good second and third. So it wasn't a perfect game, but for the next one, I need to play full 60 minutes to deserve to win. So that's pretty much it.
Jakub, you've had a hell of a start to your NHL career. Great game today, and you took Montreal by storm. Tell me how your experience has been, and why have you been so good at adapting to NHL level after playing in the AHL?
I mean, it's not definitely easy. I want to prove that I belong here. So every game, I kind of take it that I need to be at my best, to prove everyone that I belong here. So it's kind of a do or die for me every day in practice and in games. So that's kind of my mentality going forward, and it's been working. But I just feel like being around the guys and seeing the guys that been here before, it's a tough business, and you need to be always prepared and just do my job. So I try to prove myself every day.
Si vous me permettez, deux petites traductions rapides. À la première question, Jakub Dobeš a dit « Je ne suis pas heureux de ma première période. Je me suis dit après, je dois faire mieux, je dois y aller à fond de train. Et on est heureux du retour. » Mais il a dit « Je dois apprendre à jouer 60 minutes. » Voilà donc pour cette première réponse. Et à la question de Denis, qui est excellente, il a dit « Écoutez, moi, je suis encore avec l'attitude qu'il n'y a pas de lendemain. Je dois venir ici et prouver que je fais partie non seulement de la Ligue nationale, mais que je fais partie du Canadien de Montréal. C'est dur, la Ligue nationale, et je dois le prouver à chaque fois. » Stéphane?
Jakub, I really like the way you challenge the shooters off the rush, and also I like how you compete. For you, what is your biggest quality?
I feel like I improved my game a lot since I arrived in Laval and being here this year. Sometimes I just feel like if I do my job and compete for 60 minutes, it's really hard to beat me. So that's how I approach every game, that I really just trust my abilities because I'm big. I feel like I have good hands, and if something goes wrong, I can use my athleticism. So I feel like I have good tools, but there's definitely some things that still I need to work on to become better. But I like the way I work every day and compete and just try to be the best version of myself.
Jakub, one of the biggest things for goaltenders in the D zone is communicating with its own defensemen. Are you a vocal goalie? Do you talk a lot to your Ds, or is it just reading and react from what the players do in front of you?
Well, you guys are in the studio, so you guys probably cannot hear me on the ice, but I feel like I do scream sometimes even too much. I always try to help my teammates. I always try to set up picks for them, or try to, when the guys wheel the net or go through my crease, just slow them down. So I feel like, communication is definitely a big part of my game, and I just love to help my teammates because they help me. So it's I just hope they can hear me, but I'm pretty sure they can.
Yeah, but by the way, that's never too much.
And Jakub, that comes from a goalie coach, so he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Quick translation.
Yeah.
Il a dit qu'il s'est beaucoup amélioré à Laval. Il a dit, mes qualités principales, c'est une bonne question. Il a dit, si je joue 60 minutes, je sais que je suis dur à battre. Je dois être constant dès le début. Je sais que j'ai un bon physique. Je sais que je suis compétitif. J'ai des bonnes mains. Et il a parlé de son attitude qu'il doit constamment nourrir pour garder ce niveau-là. Et bonne question, Normand. Comment gère-t-il la communication avec les défenseurs? Il a dit, vous ne m'entendez pas quand vous êtes en studio. Mais il dit, je suis extrêmement verbomoteur et je parle fort. Il dit, j'espère que c'est pas trop, souvent. Et Stéphane a dit, ce n'est jamais trop. But, Jakub, for me, I'm only in studio on Saturday. I'm calling all the other games. So I have a lot of pleasure to do the play-by-play when you play. But me, what I would like you to explain to us is your routine during commercial breaks. Because when you play the game, I don't drink water, I don't relax, I watch you. It's so fabulous to see you go in your inner circle during the break. You don't even see the scraping people going around you. Tell us a little bit about what you're looking for.
Well, I'm not a big fan of the scraping people, but I do appreciate their job. This year I had 2 little injuries, so I kind of changed my routine. If someone saw me in Laval, the first couple 30 seconds I try to stretch and breathe and kind of disconnect my mind from hockey and kind of refresh my brain and refresh everything in my body. You know, kind of if you play hockey for 3 hours straight, your brain gets a little tired. So that's kind of my window for the 30 seconds or a minute to kind of refresh. And after that, I just work on my game. And I feel like it, for other team or my goalie coaches or people that saw me said that it looks pretty intimidating. So
yeah.
I just want to, you know, sometimes in a game you see plays that you're a little behind or something surprises you. So in that another minute or two, I try to work on those things. So it's just in my toolbox. So it's just when I have time, keep improving and be ahead of the guys on opposing teams. That's pretty much what's going on.
Well, thanks for explaining. It may be intimidating, but from up there in the booth, it's really interesting. Denis.
All right, let's talk about the important stuff here. How hard is it to go around town Montreal now that you're with the Canadiens, to go unnoticed? And how much fun is it to go to restaurants and not have to pay meals anymore for you now that you're with the Habs?
Well, we've been on the road for a while.
Good point.
But my dad was at the Marriott next to the Bell Center last week. And that was a shock. Yeah, I took probably 30 photos and 20 signature in 32 an hour. So that was something new. But yeah, it's definitely my life changed a little bit. But I like to stay at home, so I don't think it influences me that much. Well, actually today, after a pregame game, I was in my elevator. And I was taking pictures in my apartment too. So yeah, it's something that I'm still getting used to, but I still haven't got a free meal in Montreal. But
it'll come.
Maybe one day.
Believe me, after your game tonight and after l'antichambre, that big show tonight, it'll come sooner than later. Quick translation. Donc, à propos de sa routine, moi, je ne sais pas si tu l'as observé, Stéphane, c'est vraiment... Moi, c'est un des premiers que je vois être aussi méthodique. Et il l'a bien expliqué méthodiquement. Il dit, j'essaie d'oublier le hockey pendant 60 secondes sur 90. Puis les 30 dernières secondes, j'essaie de retrouver ma technique. Puis il dit, mon entraîneur de gardien me dit, essaie de rendre ça même intimidant pour l'adversaire. Si vous avez une chance d'aller au Centre Bell, vraiment, et de le regarder, parce que quand on est en pause publicitaire, vous ne pouvez pas le voir à RDS, ça vaut vraiment la peine. Et Denis a dit... Maintenant, la question la plus importante, je te remercie, Denis, d'avoir honoré la mienne. Comment c'est la vie à Montréal et comment c'est d'être reconnu à Montréal? Il a dit, écoute, Ça a pris du temps, mais là, il dit, avec mon père qui est venu faire un tour, j'ai passé 1 heure à prendre des photos, signer des autographes, et il n'a pas encore son repas gratuit dans un restaurant. Ça ne saurait tarder. Stéphane, as-tu une autre question?
Yes,
pour Jakub?
Jakub, do you feel that's easier as a goalie to play in NHL than AHL?
Easier? You said easier?
Easier in the NHL than in the AHL.
I think I can see the play developing in front of me easier.
Yeah.
That's I feel like the biggest thing that I noticed, that I just feel like my reads are better, and anything else, I feel like that's the biggest difference I noticed.
One last question for me, and it might not be as an important question as Denis, but for Montrealers and the team, you think this team has what it takes to make the playoffs?
I think so. I wouldn't. I shouldn't say I think so. I know so.
You know so. Good.
Nothing is always guaranteed, but I feel like as long as we play like play, people should prepare, for us. So I'm really happy with our willingness to win and how we play. We just got to dial it in this week and learn from our mistakes and work on our details. And if we play like we played last week, I feel like it will be hard to stop. So I think we are a good candidate for a playoff run.
Well, Jakub, once again, thank you so much for your generous time tonight. People get to know you a little bit better. You deserve a lot of credit for that very precious point tonight. And once again, thank you so much. Gratifilia, congratulations. Merci.
Thank you.
Merci, thank you.
guys.
Good luck.
Merci.